Hi there everyone, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps. So I've got a card here that I'm going to be creating today using our lovely little Bijou here on our books. We've got our broom and we've got some of our older stamps, which are the bottles as well. So I'm starting with the books and I'm going to ink these up in the Nocturn. This is working on the watercolour card as well, which is a slightly off-white, but it does mean that I can paint quite nicely using some of our lovely pens, the clean colour, which is something I am using so much of these days. I am really loving them. So make sure that that is completely covered, and we're going to start our first pile of books right in the centre there. So give that a good press down. And then we're going to do another one. And we're going to pop that on top, like so. Okay, give it a good press again. And then we're going to have our lovely Bijou sitting right on the top. So placing his feet just over the edge of the book. So it looks like he is sitting on top as opposed to floating. Give that a good press, remembering that you're on watercolour card, so we just need that ink to soak in. And there he is. So we've got some of our bottles here from a previous collection. And I'm going to just dot some about at the bottom. Not forgetting our broom as well. So I'll pop that first. Next to Bijou. So just line that up with the base of the books. And because we can see through the blocks and we can see through the stamps, it makes it a lot easier to gauge. Okay. I've got room, I think, for another little bottle on the other side. And I'll pop that slightly overlapping the broom. And now I'm going to start using our lovely elements and our stencil brush, and I'm going to pop a little bit of colour over the top. It's good to start with a light colour first and then build your darker colour or your brighter colours in gradually. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a little bit of some orange here. And then moving on to Truffle. Which you can see that's a much darker colour. So just build this in gradually now. Starting from the edge and just work your way around the card. Okay. I am going to bring in a slightly darker colour again using our smaller brush, which is a little bit more dense. And you can see that gives us that nice depth right at the edge of the card. So all the time we're looking at pulling our eyes into the centre, keeping that area nice and light. And it's up to you how dark you want to go. You can carry on building that darker and darker and spotlighting that centre even more. But I think I'm quite happy with that now. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to ground the bottles and the books. I've got my mask here, so I'm going to pop that over just the base of the bottles, and I'm going to go over the top. Soften that a little. There we go. I've got one of our verses here. This is Blisslings, and I'm going to just stamp that using the Twilight. I'm going to take that first one off. Just want it very much in the background. Now taking one of our tiny little stamps, it's just a foliage stamp. You can use whichever you have, and it doesn't really matter. I just feel like it needs a little bit of foliage dotted around just to soften it again. There we go. And now I'm going to pick some of the colours from the clean colour. And these are just so lovely to work with. I'm just going to put a little bit of colour over the top. So quick and easy, and it just brings everything to life. I'm going to give Bijou some nice green eyes. It's going to make his eyes a little bit darker. Make them stand out that much more. And we'll give him a little bit of colour. I don't want to go too over the top with colour. Let's blend that out a little. I'm going to keep him nice and light, not too dark. We're nearly there. I've got the Wink of Stella, so I'm going to go over the books, adding that little bit of a shimmer. And this is just fabulous for doing just that. I've got my yellow glitter Posca pen here as well, and this is fabulous for sparkle. It's a great highlighter. It looks amazing in the light. I'll hold it up in a minute so you can see. I'm hoping I can get that light for you. I'm just going to add some of our stickles now. I'm just going to put a thread of that up from the bottles. Add a little bit of magic. And there we go. So it's not too dissimilar. Colour's a little bit different. As we know, there's never two cards that are the same. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. You take care, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.